Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest blerd in the land. Welcome back, Legends community. It is the hardest working blerd on YouTube. Today, I'm back with a new video. It is a Storytime surprise pickup at Gamestop. So, this story starts off yesterday. So, yesterday, I was looking forward to picking up one of the newest releases at Gamestop. And pretty much, we know that if you know, on Fridays, GameStop opens a little bit earlier than sometimes when it comes to, opening hours. Opens up at 10 o'clock a.m., excuse me. So I get to GameStop about around 11 a.m., somewhere around there. When I get to GameStop, I was expecting GameStop to be open. There was another guy that was an older gentleman that was there right along with me. And I said, well, hey, how long have you been waiting here? He said, I've been waiting here for quite a while. And I said, oh, okay, because I was trying to figure out, like, what's going on. Because I see GameStop. I seem to have the things around the door that, when they were closed. But you can see that the regular door didn't have that around it. And we see the man that works inside GameStop. He's literally on his phone, probably trying to figure out where the new order is because, sometimes when it comes to delivery, stuff don't always come like it's supposed to, right? So, I told the older gentleman that was there with me, I said, man, these bees is getting bad. I'm about to head to Kroger because anyway, I'm here with a relative. Wanted to go to Kroger. GameStop is in the plaza that where Kroger's located, like on the other side. And I said, maybe when I come back around from Kroger, it should be open. So when I get inside Kroger, I was with my actual parents, and it was like, you got your thing from GameStop? I said, nah, I'm pretty much waiting to see if it's gonna open back up because my man's is inside GameStop and like he's by himself, you know what I'm saying, that's working there. And I said, I'm gonna go back around because maybe once I go back around, maybe he will be open, right? So then I realized that it is getting a little bit later in the day. So it's probably around maybe 12 something. I go back to GameStop in the plaza, right? So when I go back, I see that the older gentleman is there that I was talking to before. And also there is the FedEx man. All right. So I see the FedEx man. I'm thinking the FedEx man is going to go to Metro because it seemed like he was going to go. He was like close to that direction. But to find out, he went to the GameStop that me and the other gentleman were trying to get something that we were going to pick up from GameStop, right? We see that the guy that works at GameStop opens the door, or I should say unlocks the door, so the FedEx package man can bring in this nice box. Now, me and the other gentleman are still there. And he said, what are you going to do? I said, well, I can't stay too much longer. Like, it's Friday. I got to work. My actual parent wanted to go somewhere else to pick up some stuff because we have family coming here for the holiday, right? So, before the FedEx man that's actually left, completely in the guy locking the door that works at GameStop, I knock on the window. I'm like, what time are you opening? You know what I'm saying? I'm not like rude or disrespectful or nothing like that. I just wanted to know what time. It seemed like he was a bit frustrated. Maybe he didn't know that he was going to be the only one working on Friday, and maybe everyone else that worked at GameStop took off because this is the holiday weekend after all. But it seemed like he ignored me. So I was kind of like, oh man, like you doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh. So the older gentleman that was at GameStop that was gonna pick up something like I told him, I said, look, man, I'm not sitting here all day. If he ain't gonna open the door, then it's at this time it's 12 o'clock. All right. I said, I think I'm gonna come back. So then I end up coming back to GameStop that same day. All right. So I come back like at 1 I'll say like 110, 115 around that time. And this time GameStop is officially open, meaning that you can actually pull the door and walk inside GameStop and pick up what you pre-ordered or something that you had an interest of buying. So soon as I get into GameStop, because I didn't know what to expect, because like you ignored me at the door, I was like, all I wanted to know when you was gonna open. You know what I'm saying? It opens at 10 o'clock on Friday. That's what I was expecting. And now to see that you have the door open, I'm like, I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? So he asked me, what are you here to pick up? I said, look, I'm here to pick up this particular game on the Xbox series. You know what I'm saying? He rings me up, he gives me the receipts, and stuff like that. He said, look, I'm gonna look up the actual look for the game, because you've seen him go in the drawer behind him where the other games and other game accessories were, you know, on the back side. And then he brings me the game inside the bag. Now, when I get home, this is where it was a surprise, because at the end of the day, I didn't pre-order this particular version of the game. So when I get home, let me just show y'all what I did. So when I get home, I open up my bag, and this is the version of the game I got. I said, yo, I was not expecting to get the gold edition, of the actual game, because I pre-ordered the regular edition of the game. I said, yo, this is crazy. Like, and, you know, I'm thinking, because, you know, he wasn't ignoring me. He knew GameStop opened at 10 o'clock. He's seen that how patient I was. He didn't have to do that. He could have just gave me the regular edition, and I've been stuck with the regular edition of Star Wars. Now, I don't know what code he used, you know what I'm saying? But I was able to get the gold edition, because I also pre-ordered Donkey Kong Country that comes out next year on the Switch. So I'm like, okay, he didn't use those points. So I'm thinking that maybe he used this discount or some other type of code, because he was, first off, he was still there by himself. Let me just remind you guys, when I went inside GameStop, he was still there by himself. And maybe he didn't want to be at GameStop. I get it, man. Like, sometimes you want to take off days of work and you really don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe all his coworkers called off. Like, look, I ain't coming in. I ain't working today. I'm gonna be off because it's the holiday season coming up. But I was highly surprised by this. All I can say is the big lesson of this story is you don't know what people are going through. No matter what work environment they're working in, kindness goes a long way. Because like I said before, I was not expecting to get the gold edition of Star Wars Outlaw. Like, I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get the regular edition, all this other stuff where you can get like the additional DLCs. Let me just show you guys the additional DLC. So it has 2 DLCs that come with the game. And like, man, I was just like, oh man, that was really nice. Oh, excuse me, really nice of him to do that, because he didn't have to, you know, because I was wondering what was taking a little bit longer than what it's supposed to be. But he hooked me up. He hooked me up with the not the standard edition of the game, but the gold edition of the game. And I thought that was really nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that. He could have just been like, no, here you go. That's it. Have a great day. But he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But has this ever happened to you where you've had a random act of kindness when it comes to someone doing something for you? It is a blur. Livermore guys, thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing. Hope you enjoyed the story time, legends, and I'm out.